Yeah, I've torn my MCL on my left knee. You can see it there. So basically, what are you saying, guys? It's John Okafor here, back with another video. Hope you guys are doing all right. Like the title says, story time: how I overcame my first major injury, and yeah, and how you guys can like stay motivated and deal with adversity, because like you are gonna get injured in it, like even if it's in sports like rugby or in the gym or whatnot. And like, yeah, I'm just like share my personal story in terms of how I dealt with it on like the physical as well as the mental side as well, because like no one really talks about it. Everyone talks about, oh yeah, I just got strong, I got fit, but no one ever really like indulges or like gets into like how being injured affects your mental state. But yeah, that's really about it. So let me not even waste your time, and yeah, we'll just get straight on with the video. So luckily for me, I've been quite good with injuries. Like I've never needed surgery. I've never had like shoulder issues, back issues, ankle issues. However, I've had two significant injuries to my knee. I've torn my MCL, and yeah, I've torn my MCL on my left knee. You can see it there. So basically the MCL is the ligament that runs down the inside of your knee, and it's like, I think it's like that long, and yeah, and I've torn that ligament twice. So yeah, like, I'll tell you the story. So let's take it back to 2017 now. I am fresh, I'm in Harlequins now, fresh out of school doing my thing, and it's literally, come to think about it, it was about 3 years this month actually, 3 years this month this injury actually happened to me. So I've been quite lucky with the injuries in terms of that was my last big injury, touch wood. And yeah, and like how it went down was like, it was crazy, like really, because we're doing like team run before an A-League game, and you know, you're doing your reps now, you're learning and just going through, doing a bit of clarity before the game, so like line outs and like phase play and shape and patterns. And I remember it clear as day. I've gone up in the line out now, and just come down. I've done it like 1,000 times and nothing ever happened. And I've just come down, and I can't really remember it too tough. I think I landed a bit straight legged or whatnot. I can't really remember the exact specifics of it because it was so long ago, and like everything's all a bit of a blur. And I've gone up, I've landed, and straight away my left knee is in agony, and because of how I landed and how I went down, in my head I'm thinking, shit, this could be ACL, like that could be a 1 year, you know, that's an 8 to 12 month, so like a 1 year sort of thing. And bearing in mind I was only in like a 1 year contract at the time, so if I picked up any significant injury that would keep me out for a good period of time, then like it could affect if I was gonna get re-signed or not. So in my head, like all of these things was going on, like in a split, all these thoughts are coming into my head. And as like the pain like subsides and like I'm starting to feel where it was specifically, straight away I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is my MCL again. Because when I first done it, so I've done this twice. The first time I done it, I was in school and someone fell on my leg, and I did it like that, and I had the same pain in the same area, and it was literally the same pain in the same area. And when I'm in the physio room, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking it's this. And they're doing all the knee tests in the physio room, so they're like moving my knee around, and like my knee joints are quite loose or lax, as they say. And when they pulled my leg to test for like the ACL, it's like the ACL check. Like my knee moves quite a bit naturally, but they thought it was like an ACL until they checked with my other leg, and I was like, oh yeah, that's normal. But at one point, people thought it could have been like an ACL, you know. So like a couple days later now, I've been whisked off to like some private knee surgeon in central London. I've had an MRI, and he's just talking through my results and whatnot, and you know, he's saying, okay, look, you're looking at like a grade 2+, so it's not a full tear, but there's like a significant damage to your MCL, you're looking around 12 to 16 weeks out. In my head, I'm thinking, that's like my season basically. This is like December and the season runs to like April, May. So realistically, I was looking at like if all goes well, end of March, you know, if I had setbacks, I could be looking at my, like pretty much the season. And I'm like, cool. And they're telling me like, depending on how it healed, you may even need surgery, you know. And I've never had surgery in my life. I still haven't had surgery in my life, so I find stuff like that quite daunting, because like with surgery, that's like another couple of weeks, because you've got to let the scar heal and all the stuff they do. Like it needs time to heal before you can even do any rehab. So that could be another 3-4 weeks on top of that. So in my head, I'm like damn, like this is serious now. And you know, I'm just there. I'm hobbling along with my knee brace now. You know, I can't really do much. I'm just doing upper body gym and upper body fitness pretty much, and that's really about it. Like, luckily for me, because I was like injured, I still want to enjoy like Christmas time off, because like the physio team were like, okay, injured boys, you can have like some time off, you know. So I was able to have like Christmas Day and like Boxing Day off and stuff like that. Yeah, like it was a tough time, like, because a lot of things were going on at the time, because like after the new year and whatnot, I was getting found out I wasn't getting kept on, you know, stuff like that. And I was just explaining the reasoning why, just not playing as much rugby. So like mentally, all that stuff is taking a toll, you know. I'm currently injured, found out being released, and you know, and I'm trying to find motivation and mental toughness to keep going, because like at that time my life, like it just seems like I don't really know what else to do. Like I'm not being kept at the club, I'm not fit, I'm dealing with an injury, and like mentally it's quite tough. And those are the times you learn the most about yourself, because it's all good and well when things are going well, you know, you feel like no one can stop you, and you think you're untouchable, no, like nothing can happen to you, like you're Superman or something like that. But when you deal with a little bit of adversity, you know, getting injured or getting released or anything like that, that's when I learned more about myself in terms of how motivated I am to do this thing, how am I to grind, how motivated I am to like put in the work. Like I can remember the day I got found out I was getting released, the S&C guy was looking after me. Like I owe him a lot. He's looking after me. He said, "Oh look, it's a bit of a stinker. You know, you like have the day off. Like just go home. I know you want to go see your family." I was like, "Nah, like fuck that. I'm trying to get better, innit? Like this is, I'm gonna make the most of it. Like cool, I'm not getting kept on. However, I've got to handle my injury. I need to come back better, fitter, stronger. So wherever I go next, I'm in the best possible conditioning, shape. I'm fully recovered. I put my all into it, you know. Physically, like that's when I really like took interest and my body, and in terms of like how can I get my body right, you know. I started researching foods that help heal knee injuries, exercises I can do whilst I'm home. I had like stuff that the physio team prescribed to me, so I was doing that, plus like some other stuff. I was like, okay cool, I can do this and I can do that, and I was like, I became like a student of my body. I learned how my body worked and made sure I could come back in the best possible conditioning and shape possible. And like going forward, like physically, like I came back stronger. Like it's the strongest I'd ever been up until that point. I was even fitter, like so I was even fitter than where I left previously to the injury. So on those like accounts, I'd cover that side, you know. And I was like, okay, cool, I've made all of this progress and whatnot. And I can remember when I came back to playing, I caught like a little bit left of the A-League season and whatnot. Like I played, that was the time when I played my best rugby. Up until that point, in terms of I was strong, I was fit, I was getting around the park, and I was like actually making like real good impacts. And I was like, I can remember comparing myself and looking back at games from then, when I came out of my injury to before my injury. It was like, oh, like I could see a noticeable difference in how I play. Then on like the mental side, like I said, I was learning more about myself. Like what drove me, was I just doing it for, because people think I should be playing rugby, or I don't know anything else, or am I doing this because this is my passion, this is what I want to do, I want to get better, I want to make a career of it, you know? And like for me, like, I answered those questions. Like I knew at 19, okay, cool, this is what I want to do, and yeah, this is a shit time, yeah, I'm injured, and like eventually I'll come back from this injury and stuff. And I was just telling myself, okay, cool, like I remember like counting down the days, okay, cool, it's been 6 weeks, it's been 7 weeks, it's been 8 weeks, you know, and I was like trying to like check things off the list, you know, cool, after 4 weeks I need to be looking at this, after 6 weeks. So I had like small goals I could measure in terms of like, cool, I want to target, I don't know, this game. So I remember looking at like the AD schedule came out and I said like, cool, I want to target this game to be like fully fit, fully training, and like ready to actually go back to playing. When you're injured, those are things that are the most important things, like setting yourself little goals you can get to, you know, if that makes sense, because when you are injured, it feels like nothing is going right, you know, and you don't know when the next time you're gonna be able to play again. So having like small little weekly or bi-weekly goals for me made sure I kept my motivation in the gym, made sure I was still trying to do my rehab correctly, you know, and making sure I got fitter and I got stronger. But yeah, anyways, I hope you found this video really enjoyable, and make sure you do subscribe to the channel. We are like so close to 600, like the channel is doing bad good. Anyway, subscribe to the channel down below. Make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any videos I post. And yeah, anyways, I'm John Okafor, and I'll catch you in the next video.